Hi, and I'm Zak, and we're based on the Moor, and I run a social enterprise called Aalfy. And what we try and do is introduce young people, often marginalized young people, to the future world of work. And when I say that, I mean more about the characteristics and the skills required for the future world of work. Now, to put it into perspective, why we do what we do, and so it takes me back to my experience in school. And in school, I was considered fairly disruptive. I didn't do well in school, struggled quite a lot. And I left school with 2 GCSEs. And well, I left and the early part of my school with 2 GCSEs. And 7 years down the line, doing my dissertation, my master's dissertation, and which focused on experiential learning and how does this shape and the way people learn, and does it have a place in mainstream education? And following that experience and following that research, I set up Aalfy and as a way to test that and as a way to find out whether it works or doesn't. And there's some figures in here, and the figures demonstrate often the young people that we work with and what group I was part of. And it shows that what it shows is that often the young people that need and that are most marginalized and that are most prone to exclusions in school are the people that are from poorer backgrounds, young people who have a recognized and disability, young people who have a social, emotional, or mental health needs, and young people in care and are the ones that are often pushed, not pushed out, but excluded from school. And what Aalfy does is that what we do is that we're an alternative provisions in school. So what happens is young people that are about to be excluded from school get referred to us, and we work with them. And one of the programs that we do is called Learn, Create, Sell. Some of you might have known about this program or seen us. We've been doing it in the last 4 years. Ultimately, what Learn, Create, Sell is, it's an accredited program and where the focus is on experience, and through a process of training, product development, and trading, we introduce young people to enterprise. And what they do from start, they use their creativity and ideas to design products using a laser cutter. We teach them about CAD, we teach them about laser cutting. We also show them and explain to them how marketing works, and they design their own packaging, they design their own wording and product description, and they learn about search engine optimization. Ultimately, after 6 weeks, what they do is that they take the product to market. So we get a pop-up shop in the Winter Gardens, and what they do is that they sell. That's the proof of the learning. That is the way that they can assess, and that's, you could say that is the assessment method that we use in that process. And so it's been really successful. We've started from running small programs around the city. We now have 2 contracts, one with local authorities in Doncaster and one with local authorities in Sheffield, supporting young people and adults who are marginalized. And a new project, and the new project that we're working on this year, and Chris mentioned, and I came to this Smart Sheffield meeting in, I think, when was it? May. And it was a bit of a nugget planted in there. For about 2 months, nothing happened. And then we had a meeting with Sheffield City Council, and the question that was asked is, why there's not a lot of young people coming to the city centre, what is happening, sort of thing. And what we've done is that we've said, let's give the young people the power and the voice to actually shape the way our city feels or looks. And the best way to do that, and one of the ways to do that, is through Playable City. It's a really cool concept. So what we do, based on the Playable City concept, and what we do is that, what we've done is that we worked with a group of 16 architecture students over a period of 6 weeks, who worked with 48 young people from 2 different colleges. And these 48 young people came up with 16 different ideas, all based on different social issues across the city. And from these 16 ideas, we've prototyped 3 of them. And I'll give you an example of the ideas that were prototyped. One of them is a talking bin. So the initial concept came from a workshop we held in Longley, 6th form, and young people were like, one of the issues is there's a lot of litter in the city centre. So the question that was asked to them is, how would you solve that problem? and they've said, well, we need to get people to use the bins more often. Okay, that's fine. So how do you use tech and play to do that? And one of the things they came up is a bin that actually tells you jokes, and it had to be in a Yorkshire accent. So this bin that we prototyped had a pipe and Raspberry Pi, 2 sensors. One sensor that detects as you're walking past, says, oh, you turn around, shocked, and says, feed me. You go over, put something in there, and it tells you a joke. And what we're trying to do ultimately is use these novel concepts, these novel ways of, and these playful ways to get these young people who normally would never use or experiment with this technology to give them that hook, that one thing that they think, oh, actually it's quite cool, I'd like to do this. And that's what we're trying to do ultimately. So we need your help. And the school, the young people, the students that we worked with in the School of Architecture, they're amazing. They've developed a lot of resources, all the way from site selection to the facilitator's guide that goes to school, and to the prototype, and quite a bit of stuff. What we're trying to do is that we are looking to have our city, Sheffield, as a festival in September 2019. And so a citywide festival organized by young people, developed by young people, supported by local business, and for all Sheffield folk. And so what we're hoping to do with your help is, we're a small team of 4 volunteers that are looking to go to different schools to deliver and the facilitation sessions to get that, to put it in the ideas bank. And so we need people that have got time that can come with us and introduce and help us facilitate the sessions in the schools. And we also need people like Damien, who came to us, and actually Damien's a really good guy, and as part of our development of ideas, when we got the ideas bank, we needed to know what can be done. And the architecture students, they didn't have the skills to be able to identify that what technology is required. And Damien came over, he said, right, okay, this can take 2 weeks, this can take 6 months, this can take 12 months, and this is just impossible. And he's told us exactly what tech that can be used, how it can work, and then the architecture student took that on, built the prototypes, and it was done within 2 weeks, 3 of the prototypes, which is, without his feedback, it wouldn't have happened. So we need people that can help us with the development of the tech, and that can help us with the coding as well as the facilitation of the sessions. And I've got a bit of a video to play.
Fingers crossed.
So this video is just to show you what we're aspiring to do, and as part of our city festival. It's a lot of video from the previous stuff that happened in Bristol and Tokyo and a few other places.
Let's go.